Baba Vanga was right about Trump. But will the 45th president be peacemaker? Back in November, Baba Vanga forecast that Barack Obama would be the last U.S. president and would be followed by a messianic personality. The blind psychic had accurately predicted 9/11, the rise of ISIS and the 44th president being African American, so this was a curious revelation. Before her death in 1996, she had even suggested there would be an economic crisis at the time of the 44th president's rise to power and predicted a peacemaker who would sign the lasting peace after he stepped down. She also said Europe would cease to exist by the end of 2017. Everyone will put their hopes in him to end it, but the opposite will happen. He will bring the country down and conflicts between North and South states will escalate, the Bulgarian Nostradamus of the Balkans said about Obama's presidency. Psychic stuff is of course mostly nonsense, and Baba Vanga did once wrongly suggest aliens would invade in 2010, but let's look at this properly. Today we will see another one of her predictions manifest itself into reality. A messianic personality, Donald Trump, will take the oath of office. And some might say, while Obama achieved so much, his leadership did indeed lead to the polarization of the country following his attempts to overcome the economic crisis. So she was right there. Technically speaking, she is wrong about Obama being the last president. Trump will be inaugurated as the 45th president this afternoon, but no past president ever joked about grabbing women by the PC before, so you could argue Baba Vanga may have been onto something. Expectations for a U.S. president have certainly been changed forever. But what about Baba Vanga's prophecy of Donald Trump being the man who will sign the lasting peace? It seems hard to imagine. So far he has been accused of making prostitutes perform golden showers in Russia, controlling the media by using a politician as a journalist, flaunted his wealth with gold lifts, a gold private jet and a 660 feet gigantic tower named after himself, and nepotism by saying he'll give a senior advisor role to Jared Kushner. Just a few days in he managed to carelessly reignite tensions between Taiwan and China disregarding U.S. policy dating back to the 1970s. He also mocked a disabled journalist because he didn't like something they wrote, suggested he thought Paris was in Germany, caused outrage by promoting a company's goods based on a political donation, and said he'll build a massive wall between North and South America. Not to mention being accused of raping a child. Many will argue that this means nothing. The accusations against him are nonsense, falsities designed to scupper his rise to power. They'll argue that Donald Trump is a breath of fresh air and the only way to achieve peace in the world is to tackle issues head-on rather than foot around. Others might argue that these are early indications that Donald Trump will be quite the opposite of a peacemaker, a harbinger of chaos, bringing conflict and fear to the West. What happens next and whether Donald Trump can somehow use his bullish personality for good, remains to be seen.